Well, hello everyone, and thank you for using LiveU Matrix for the 2025 election Superpool. The Superpool Matrix is now set up and ready for you to use freely between now and, of course, the end of the election. I wanted to just use this video to walk through the function and how to use the election Superpool in Matrix, because there is a combination of LiveU Central for our contribution and LiveU Matrix for the consumption that I wanted to ensure that we fully understood. In order to transmit into Matrix, each broadcaster has a series of new channels that have been added into LiveU Central. What you can see is my page. My page is one of my test pages. And if you look, I have transmitters on one side, and here you can see channels that are named for the seat and the provider. If I look here in our manage channels, each of the seats has their own channel. But if I just take a quick look into, say, 7, channel 7 will only see the seats that they are responsible for contributing to. You will also note there are 3 spares. Everyone sees those spares. In the event there is a problem, there is a corresponding distribution channel for those spares. It just allows us to have backups in place. I'll return back to my group here. In order to transmit to the Matrix distribution channel, you need to select your transmitter and select the channel that you are going to look for. In my group that you are seeing, I see all of the channels, but you will only see the ones related to you as a provider, and they will be captioned by the _7, _10, _9. Now in this case, we're just going to use Bullwinkle from network 10, and then it's simply a matter of transmitting. Once you have selected your cloud channel, you can hit start, and as per normal, it will initiate a transmission from your transmitter to that receive channel, which is in the cloud and directly connected to the distribution channel, which we'll look at in LiveU Matrix. This point, we are now contributing into LiveU Matrix, but we are not consuming from LiveU Matrix. To consume from LiveU Matrix, we go over to the LiveU Matrix tab, which, if you have seen before, you can access by the 9 dots up here in the left-hand corner and clicking on Matrix. I've already done that, and so here I am. Now, in LiveU Matrix, each broadcaster will see every channel in the Superpool. The Superpool channels are named for the seat and the provider. For example, if you were to look for Inner Brisbane, you can search up Inner Brisbane in the search box here. To consume a channel from the Matrix into your physical server, it is simple as a drag and drop. So I'm going to take BAS, I'm going to drop it on my channel 1, and I'm going to go grab feed. You do have the option of adding metadata there if you need to, but in most cases that will likely be not necessary. It will now create a drop from the BAS channel to your receive channel, and then you'll see the data rate climb, and you'll also see the preview. You can consume as many separate Matrix feeds as you have available receive channels. So there is no limit to the number that you receive at each time. So I'm just going to grab 4 and just to fill up my test server 1. And as you can see there, I now have 4 individual feeds that are now coming out my SDI outputs of my physical receive channels in my facility. So we are now consuming these channels. When you have completed the use of these channels, it is as simple as ejecting the feed by clicking the eject button. This will release that matrix channel from your receiver and allow that channel to be used by a different feed from the matrix. Now, typically, when you open your matrix window, you will see 2 or 3 windows. The third window may be over here known as pool channel. But on the left-hand side, you can filter that out by clicking on this icon where it says pool channels and remove it. We do not use pool channels in this application. You can resize the windows if you want to see more feeds and less receive channels. I wanted to just make a couple of notes. In your individual broadcaster matrix, and I'm just going to jump into channel 7 to use this as an example, and I see the Braddon seat, and you'll also note that over here I'm seeing the Braddon local receiver. This is because the receive channel is in your inventory and it is directly connected to the distribution channel. Please note, in order to consume that channel, you must drag it and drop it on one of your available LiveU channels. It is not consumed directly from the cloud channel that you are transmitting to. It is strongly suggested that you move down to we can filter them out actually simply by going 7 SID and clicking on this favorite button, and that moves those channels to the top of your receiver's window. So that's just that will filter out the receive channels for the cloud to be lower than your physical receive channels. Support is going to be available from 3 p.m. full-time throughout the course of the election at the LiveU Pacific office, and please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions between then and now. Thanks again.